This is your girl Taliana Sanchez from La Bella Vida Inc. I am a tattoo artist who loves to paint and travel the world, and I love my dog Canela. Welcome to our podcast, Tattoo Nightmare episode 20. And for today's episode, we do have a tattoo artist's perspective who will be sharing their worst nightmares with all of us. So please welcome and introduce yourself.
Televisa presenta.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Rodrigo. No, I'm just kidding. It is Rodrigo,
Say that
but
again?
it's Rigo. But I go by Tattoos by Rigo.
Tattoos by Rigo, you guys.
So, yeah, I've been in the industry for, what is it, maybe like 15 years now?
Damn.
Yeah, since 2010.
15, you guys.
Yeah.
We got an OG in here.
Yeah. So, but unfortunately, the last year I've been off, you know. I'm a father to 3 kids, so it's been an interesting, you know, relationship of going back and forth, tattooing, balancing life and stuff.
Yeah.
But
like your journey and stuff.
Yeah. So it's good, you know, it's interesting. But I had the opportunity to work at a studio for like a full decade.
Yeah.
And then after that, I came to work with you.
Damn, yeah.
So-
Those are the best times, you guys. Those are the best times. If you guys got tattooed by us, well, you getting tattooed with one of the other.
One of us, yeah.
You know, it was a vibe. It was an amazing vibe.
It was like that even when we worked together. At the
Yeah.
other tattoo studio,
Everywhere
you know?
we went, like literally people loved to be just around us. They would just come and kick it with us and stuff. It's all about the energy.
The weekends. You remember the weekends?
Yeah.
Man.
They were so much fun. And then I had to work on Tuesday. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, we had people like go just to hang out. They didn't even go get tattooed. They just went.
Yeah, they would always bring us food, anything, snacks.
Play Call of Duty.
Yeah, play Call of Duty.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh man, we had competitions on the weekends.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was so much fun. I am gonna introduce my cup. I do have the Oogie Boogie, and he does have Jack Skellington.
That's a
And
skeleton. It's
Skellington. And we do have pan dulce today, and there's some tiny little ones like this.
Those are my
This is-
favorite.
this is
but
mine.
I actually like the pink ones.
Which
that
one?
look like
That
little
one?
hearts, but pink ones. They're
What?
so good.
I never
Oh,
seen
you guys
those.
have to go to
Is it
my
like
bakery.
a galleta?
No, I
No.
go to my bakery.
Oh, you go to my bakery? Okay, so my bakery sells.
Please that out so no one can know.
It's
her.
como corazoncito, you know, like a little heart.
Yeah.
But they're pink. They're sugar cookies. They're so
Oh
good.
Their
damn.
wedding cookies are good.
Oh,
Are they wedding
they
cookies?
are really good. Yeah, that was like if you live in the valley, that's like the bakery to go to.
Damn. Lely
on
always
this
talks
side of
about.
the-
I know all the type of fun.
Leslie's like,
here.
I'll hook you guys up with all the bakeries.
You know what? Ever since I went to Mexico, none of these buns have anything on. Mexico
Damn.
You know, it's just.
Es que lo hacen con más amor.
Yeah, man. I mean, even like what was it? San Felipe? No, it wasn't San Felipe. Where do we go eat in Mexico? Do you remember?
Oh, Rosarito.
No. That
Ensenada.
No, tampoco.
bread.
It wasn't Ensenada. I can't remember it right now. But their seafood was so good.
No, it wasn't Ensenada.
No.
It was Rincon. No.
It's
Rincon.
like right. Well, Ensenada's too south. It's a little.
It was
bit
in
up
between
north.
Ensenada and
Rosarito.
and
I can't even
Rosarito.
think of Puerto Nuevo.
Puerto Nuevo. Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was so good.
The view, the seafood. It felt like a 5-star or 10-star restaurant
Yeah.
because it was amazing.
Oh.
Mariachis everywhere. Like there were so many restaurants too, and they all had by the cliff in the ocean. It was beautiful.
Okay,
Seeing the
well,
sunset.
When you guys go again, check out Valle de Guadalupe.
Valle de Guadalupe.
It's probably like a 45-minute drive from there. I mean, it's like Napa Valley, but Mexican.
Oh,
It's
I did hear about
amazing.
that.
Yeah.
Where it's like a winery.
Yeah,
behind
so if you're
It's
like
really
in
nice.
Puerto Nuevo and you're driving down towards Ensenada, you're gonna hang a left.
Damn.
And they have wineries. I mean, as far as you can see, and they have Michelin star restaurants.
Yes.
So
yes. I did
took-
hear it. Yeah.
Man, I took my girlfriend to one of those.
She
We
loved
went
it.
to- oh, it's so good.
And now it's like, what Temecula who?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Damn.
You know, we've ate some food out here in Paso Robles. That was good too. But yeah, Mexico has some really good food for
Damn,
sure.
it's growing. Mexico's growing, you guys. Today we do have something extra special, and we do have In-N-Out. I'm loving it. No, just kidding. I know that's
the
McDonald's.
American burger. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. That's the wrong one.
I wanted to see who caught it. But I know In-N-Out says, that's what hamburgers all about.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Now I'm running it through my head like, wait, which one's which? Hold on.
In-N-Out.
I need to hear it in my head with the voice.
In-N-Out.
Yeah,
That's what a hamburger's all about. There you go. So now let's get
into the nitty gritty.
let's get into what is
The
it?
nitty
The
gritty.
nitty gritty.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
help me correct myself so much because I'm actually excited for this one, you guys. Because Rigo has a lot of stories. Too many to speak
I don't
about.
have too many stories. I think we have a lot of
we have a
stories.
lot. Yes. So let's go back. What'd you say, to the nitty gritty? And take us to one of the nightmares that's fresh in your head. Walk us through.
Oh man, probably the freshest. You were there. You
I
were
was
there that day. Yeah, you were there.
I was there.
Oh man.
I'm ready for this trauma
You
bonding.
actually helped me out.
I did?
You did help me out.
What was it?
Because we had I don't know if you remember, we had a client.
Mm-hmm.
This girl came in and she wanted to get her parents, I think it was her dad and mom's anniversary date or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, no, sounds good. So the whole time we're talking, we're like, there. I show her the stencil, on the what is it, Procreate? And I'm like,
I remember.
Do you remember?
Yes, I remember it now. Okay, go.
And so I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, so does this look right? Yeah, it looks right. Okay, cool. Let me make some adjustments and then we'll go from there. We're going to put on the stencil. So I take it from Procreate, I print it out, put on the stencil, and I'm like, here, check it out.
Yes.
Make sure that it's correct. Make sure that the placement is right.
Yeah.
I ended up having to take it off, repositioning it again, right?
Yes.
And the same thing. It's like,
it was a couple of times that you did that.
Yeah.
So she was kept checking it, looking at it in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. And she even walked up to it. She like literally extended her arm.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and she
"Does it
even
look
showed
good?"
me, oh, look at my tattoo
Yeah.
and stuff. And she kept looking at it. I remember.
So everything looked good. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's a good 10 minutes before we actually start tattooing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's get to it.
Yeah, because
so,
you love talking to your people. You love getting them comfortable, and I feel like that's what they love about you too. Like it's just a nice back and forth.
Yeah, and it's like when we're in the studio, we're just like
yapping
we're
around.
rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just joking, and that's what happened. We were just joking back and forth and whatnot. And she's like looking at her tattoo. We didn't even start tattooing. I was like, okay, make sure everything's right before I start tattooing. And then it started, right? So I actually start tattooing her. I'm pulling all the lines. Everything's coming out great. And then in one of them, she's like,
oh my God, yeah.
why are you pulling the line straight down? And I stopped and I'm like, because it's a 7. And she's like, no, it's not a 7. I go, it's a 7.
Yeah.
She goes, no, it's 69, right? Because I think the date was 1969.
Yeah.
But the date that was on there was 1970. So I'm like,
yes, I remember.
man, stop playing.
We thought, because we were all joking
Yeah.
before her getting even tattooed, and she was joking a lot with us back. So we were all bantering and just enjoying each other's vibes, So we thought she was joking because I was tattooing right next to Rigo, and we're like, okay, because Rigo would always like double check with them, triple check with them, look at the mirror, and he's very specific. If you work with Rigo, he's the most organized artist I've ever met. He actually has taught me how to be organized, and he would always be like, make sure you have this and this and this and this. And I was like, damn, I didn't think about that. It's always like clean, always checking everything, double, triple everything, and for when this happened, we were all like, oh yeah. No, this is 100% true.
Yeah.
I am where I'm at because of you a lot, like 100%. If I say I've ever had a mentor, like for sure it would be you, 100%. Yeah, I know.
It's right here.
Yes.
It's like this.
Now I'm 100. Like Lely, they all know. Like I praise you so much.
See,
Like we see you literally like a brother we always wished we had, and we got lucky to be, having you part of our life, and we're happy.
Part of our family.
Yeah, family and stuff, and
Hey,
we're
don't
happy.
cry.
I know. Oh,
See, don't cry.
This
I
is
can
why
hear
we gotta
the
get
voice.
it out, you guys.
Yeah,
but yeah, continue. Like.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So we were okay. I was pulling down the line, and then it kind of like slapped, because I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, why are you pulling the line straight down? I'm like, because it's a 7.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's a 6'9". And I go, man, stop effing around with me. And she goes, I'm not. I'm like, and then I really stop, and I can feel like my blood just like, it just starts to go down. And I'm like, wait, are you serious right now? Like, for real? And you were packing up your stuff. You were getting ready to go. So you stopped and you looked over like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, are you serious?
You felt it. You know, you're like, wait, we're not joking anymore.
No,
like,
you could feel the vibe just change. Because it went from like playing around and like talking and all this to just like straight wall. And
it's like, oh, we gotta do something.
And so now I'm like, oh man, I can start feeling the sweat come down.
Yes, like, you're a glazed donut.
I was like, okay, shoot, this is not good. This is a permanent tattoo. It's on somebody's arm. It's on their forearm. And it was so simple that any mistake you could tell, like, it was gonna have to get.
Isn't that crazy? The smaller tattoos, you can't make a mistake at all. Not that you shouldn't with the bigger ones, but that's where you have to be perfect.
I think simple tattoos are probably the hardest tattoos to ever fix. If you make a mistake, anything that's like geometric, if you miss it, it's a done deal. If it's a simple tattoo, if you miss it, you're done. But if it's also visible, because you could always like flare out somewhere else, but right there it's like
bam, right there.
So I'm like, no, hold up, this is wrong. This is wrong. No, you gave me the date. She goes, no, the date was 69. I'm like, it wasn't 69, it was 70. And so now I'm like, I can feel my heart racing. My heart's like pumping, and I'm like, Talia, are you leaving right now? She goes, yeah. I'm like, can you stay really quick? Hold on really quick. So I go through like the Procreate, and I'm like looking at it, 1970. Everything.
You look through the messages, everything.
Everything was there.
And she sent you the wrong date.
She sent me the wrong date. And so like I even looked at the stencil. I'm like, maybe I changed it on the stencil. What the heck happened?
You were like triple checking everything, like before and after, like the messages and everything. Like you're like, wait, no. Because you are that organized. He's that organized.
Man, no, that girl was like, you could tell like in her head, she was like, oh snap. That was my fault, you know?
Yeah, she was like, shit, I gave you. When she realized on the messages especially, she was like, oh fuck, I gave you the wrong date, you know?
Yeah. And so now I'm like, dude, this is not good. So any tattoo artist, they go, oh well, you can fix it, right? That day I couldn't fix it. My hand was like, afterwards it was like this, and I was like, okay, I can finish it, but you're gonna have to come back another day because I'm not up for it right now. I think as a tattoo artist, you should know like your limits. There are things that are fixable. It probably would have been best for me to go back, think it over how I was gonna fix it, you know? But thankfully I had Talia, so I was like, hey, can you help me out? Because this 7 is supposed to be a 6. And so I can't even think straight right now. So like, can you help me out? So she was like, yeah, let me see. I got this. Don't worry. I'm like, what the heck?
Sounds like Jeffrey Dahmer right there.
Let me take a picture.
She literally sat down and she was like, you know, going through like her thinker, you know.
I was watching everything what was put on.
I was standing there pacing back and forth.
Like,
how are we gonna fix this? This is not good.
And the girl really felt bad too because she saw the way you were like kind of like worried and stuff, and she was like, I'm so sorry, I sent you the wrong day. I'm like, so sorry, like, and we feel bad too for her because it was an honest mistake. So, with dates and numbers, sometimes it's so hard because you think you put the right number, and we try to double check with you, but sometimes even if you see it, you're like, you know, like, because you think, you know, you send them the right number,
or even with names.
I
had another time a girl, she came to get like a tattoo, you know, she was getting it right here. It was her I think it was her son's name. I think you were there at that time too, but you were tattooing. You were busy tattooing, and I put on the stencil. And she's like, "Oh, my best friend's gonna come right now. Like, can we wait?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I don't have anything to do, you know. So I'm like, "It's my only appointment." And I was like, "All right, it's been like 30 minutes. Like, we have to start tattooing because, you know." She's like, "Oh, okay, sounds good." So she lays down, same thing, and I'm about to start tattooing. I literally dip my machine in the ink, and then her friend gets there. She's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" So they start talking. She goes, "Look, I'm gonna get it tattooed." And her friend's like, "Oh my god, that looks so beautiful." Wait, it's misspelled. And her friend was like, what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, look at it, it's misspelled. So she like literally looked at it. And now, same thing. I was like, did I misspell it? No, but she gave me a paper. It was a handwritten paper.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, I'm like going through the stuff. I'm like, this is your writing. This is what you wrote. She goes, oh my God, I wrote my son's name wrong. Like, how did I do that? I'm like, I don't know. That's your son's name. Dude.
I feel like because they're excited, adrenaline rush. They're like, oh my God, I'm gonna get this piece done and stuff. Like, it's intense, names and dates and stuff. Like, I think
it happens.
Yeah, it happens to every artist. I promise you. I think for mine was punctuations.
Okay.
I had girls send me the way they want it. They're like, this is exactly how I want it. I'm like, okay, because sometimes people want certain little symbols or a word written a certain way for whatever reason. And it was just a small little quotation, you know, like that she needed. But I had to squeeze it between. But it was like something fixable, but it was just small little details that people, you know, they're excited. You're excited to get tattooed, and what you give us is like, okay, unless it's like a specific word like the. You know, like, but then sometimes they want they. Kidding, I don't know.
They, them. I say todo,
they,
todo.
them, us, and it's intense and stuff. I believe another one that I could remember. I just had it, but I forgot about it.
Which one?
It was man, why can't I remember? I was gonna say it right after the punctuation one, but it was.
From your end?
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, we have stories.
Yeah.
Because we worked together for so long.
Yes.
Do you remember the Indian guy, the Indian head that I did?
The Indian head.
It was so we were trying out the spirit paper, but it wasn't the normal spirit paper. It was the green spirit paper. So I just bought
the vegan one, right?
Yeah, it was like it's vegan. It's supposed so the way that they market it, it's like it's good for like dark skin tones.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to like be able to see it better, whatnot, right? And so I purchased it. I was like, okay, this is going to be a good buy because, you know, we could try it out, and then we could see if it lasts longer than the blue spirit paper, right? And I had put it was a wolf and the Indian head. And as I was tattooing, the whole top just disappeared.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm not even wiping there. It just completely started like coming off.
Yes.
And then we had to go back to the blue paper.
Yes.
In the middle of the tattoo, and it was like
re-stencil the person and stuff, and that was a little scary too, because it was like, oh my God, where do I stencil this kind of thing?
And
like,
pretty much we ended up just like putting it back, and then I just freehanded like the main portions of it. Yeah. So that way I could like, oh, you know, that's a landmark there. We're gonna go through there. But it came out good.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, at the end, it's just like those little micro tattoo nightmares that you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Especially when you're using new products and stuff. Like, it tells you it's gonna help with this, but then it maybe didn't stay on so great and stuff. Because did you use it afterwards?
No, see, that's the thing. Okay, so for upcoming tattoo artists, or you know, veteran tattoo artists, they kind of already know. But if you're new, you're coming up, make sure you test the product with somebody beforehand, somebody that you can trust, a friend. Because when you're trying it out on the client, whether it's like a tattoo bomb, some people have reactions to it, you know?
Yes.
You're going to learn a lot of things by experience. So it's going to happen, you know, regardless. But there will be the new upcoming cutting edge technology. And you're like, oh, I'll try it out. And it turns out to be bad. Yeah. So, yeah. Especially because I remember it had a lot of hype. It was like being promoted like crazy. Like if it's the next new thing, you know? So I think it's so good and important to try them out to see if it works for you and stuff. But yeah, I think that you taught me that too, for sure. Like, you know what? Next time, let's try it out on a different person. Yeah. And I was like, oh damn, okay, I didn't even think about that. You know, so a lot of good things that you learn from one another through nightmares. Even though it wasn't my nightmare, I went through it with you in a way on the sidelines, where it's like, oh damn, like what would I do? How is he gonna do that?
Yeah, like, does he have to re-stencil that? Like, it was a bunch of questions that goes through our head, where like, damn, okay, like I gotta wipe everything, see what I did, and it's intense, you know. You get like dun.
That's what makes you and breaks you.
But that's what shows you that you're a good tattoo artist, because I feel like a lot of tattoo artists would be like, all right, well, you fucked up, like there it is.
That,
like, you know, like you're the one who gave me you fucked up, not me. versus you trying to be like, oh fuck, like, hey,
let me figure
how
out a
can we fit it?
solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true, so true. You know what? Now I remember the one I was talking about. This is when I was actually going live on TikTok, and I was tattooing a phrase in Harry Potter, and the guy that I tattooed, he was a big fan of Harry Potter. Okay. And he sent me word by word what he wanted. I like Harry Potter, but I'm not like a super, super duper fan of him.
She
like
just has her wand in the room.
I just have my wand or two wands, you know.
Her little cape. She's
got my glasses.
She runs in the backyard.
I got my. You can't see my tattoo right now, but you know I have the.
She's part of Gryffindor, you guys. Trust me.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. The yellow one.
I just like the way it sounds. Hufflepuff.
You know, it's. I think that's like the one that you see the least though.
Yeah.
Because nobody really wears it.
Yeah.
There's
nobody
cool
color.
from their clique, you know.
Yes, that's true. That's so true. But I remember going live and I was tattooing, and I first started the first words in the beginning of the phrase. But I forgot what it was at the end, but I think it was a spell.
See, I'm already laughing because I'm waiting to hear what you're going to say. Like, what happened?
Yeah, I guess, and the live, you could see comments, you know, and like, they were like reading it, you know, and they were all like, oh, this is Harry Potter. And my client was happy because he was like, yeah, all the Harry Potter fans are coming in and stuff.
But the real Harry Potter
But
fans.
then, as I was almost getting close to that word that was misspelled, and I forget what it was, but it was, instead of an S, it was supposed to be a Z or something like that.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
And that's even worse.
Yeah. So the people, my life started going a little crazy. And then they all started telling me, stop, that word's wrong. Like, la la la, like it's not a S, it's a Z. And then like I kept seeing that over and over again. And I asked him, from the writing, la la la, is this the S supposed to be a Z? He's like, no, I sent it to you correctly. And I'm like, okay, because they're all telling me right now that it's spelled wrong. Do you want to check it out? Yeah. Do you want to check it out before? And he was a hardcore fan because he tattooed the snake symbol from the Slytherins and stuff, and like he had other ones of Harry Potter. So he went in, he's like, all right, let me double check, you know? And I'm like, yeah, just double check because they're all telling me like it's spelled wrong. And then he did, and he's like, oh shit, they're right.
Wrong.
They're like, they're correct. It is a Z instead of S.
Had you already tattooed it, or
no,
you were about to?
I was about to because I was getting closer to the word, you know, because I start from the edge and then going up. But after we changed it and stuff, and he was telling the live, oh my god, thank you guys so much, and he's like, I'm a true fan, believe me, like he was like, I love Harry Potter, like and then I'm like, it's all right, like the good thing is that they caught it and beforehand and stuff, and it was an honest mistake, you know, and he was like, oh my god, I can't believe it, like, and I love Harry Potter, and that was his favorite phrase too, so he was just excited, you know, and like you feel like you know when you see the first letter and the last letter and you make up the word.
Well, it's your brain, I guess.
Yeah,
sometimes
the way it wires, you know.
It's like, dude, that Z doesn't belong there.
Yeah. You're like, there's a what's it called, a question mark there. No, it goes with it.
Yeah. No, you know, I was looking at this tattoo. I think it was on TikTok and like Instagram. And if you read it, I mean, I'm not an English major. I thought it was actually spelled right. But people that, you know, are very good in English, they were pointing out, oh, that's a run-on sentence. It has to have a comma. It has to have this, that. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's crazy. Punctuations. Yeah, punctuations is so crazy. That's when I had that one girl, like, it was insane. Another word that I remember, it went so crazy, and this is when I was barely starting to, was the word hallelujah. Somebody wanted the word hallelujah.
Wait, spell hallelujah.
I'm just curious.
No,
let me Google it. Give me my phone then.
What is it?
But it was crazy because there's two couples and one of them was getting it. And both of the couples got different words of hallelujah wording. And they were telling me, which one is it? They were asking me. And I'm like, I don't know. I had to be honest with them. I don't know how to spell hallelujah. Like, if I hear it, I would like, this sounds like this one, but I don't know what's the correct. So they were all bickering with one another. No, trust me, it's this. And I think it was just one or two letters, yeah. And then I forgot which one we went to. I think we ended up going with the one that the guy was gonna get tattooed because he was like, you know what, I like the way this one looks either way, you know. But that one was tricky. Like I guess there's different forms of saying.
I was gonna say this goes also hand in hand with the don't like look at things in the internet and believe that they're true, or Google Translate because it doesn't translate so correctly, you know.
You know what? I had a client come in once and I was helping my
Wendy?
other sister. Yeah. And like Wendy was inside and I was like, oh, I'll start setting her up. I'll start stenciling her and printing it out. And the girl, because she said it was a phrase, the girl whips out a saying in Spanish, like, nunca, like, don't trust men or whatever. Like,
oh, okay.
Damn,
like,
she been hurt. She been hurt.
She was
never
her.
ever trust men or something like that. Like, and so but she wanted it English, she said. So I put it into Google Translate. And thankfully, I know Spanish. And I was like, she's like, yeah, exactly like that. And I was like, no, hold on.
This is incorrect.
This is like saying the word twice. Like, this is not how you say it. So then I kept trying to convince her to change it, and she was just like, no. But I was like, but it's not gonna make sense, like how you want it to say.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, then I'll do that one. And a lot of the times, like I get it a lot because I guess I don't like. Well, obviously I don't tattoo, and they'll be like, I'll wait for their input.
Oh, because you're not important enough.
Yeah, bitch, I know Spanish, and I was like, all right, in English, you know. So I was like, all right then. So I was like, I'll just start cleaning your foot or whatever. Well, that smelled so bad. And I was like, Wendy's gonna be the one to do it. But I cleaned it up, and then Wendy told her the exact same shit. And like, I already had printed it out because I was like, I know I'm fucking right. And then Wendy told her the same thing. She's like, okay. And I was like, all right, bye guys. It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, you're like,
and I think that's also.
And that's all, folks.
That's also why you always have to treat everybody with respect. You know, whether you're a high time, we'll say, politician, a janitor, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But hear people out, you know, because they could be steering in the right direction because they don't want to see you, like, you know, fail. But sometimes your pride, you know, doesn't allow it.
And then that's why I was like, I didn't take it to heart or anything. I was just like, yeah, like, don't worry, like, she'll come in. And I didn't even tell Wendy or anything, like, I just had told Wendy, hey, like, this is what she wants, but I told her like this, but it's up to you guys what you want to do. And she was like, oh, no, like, she's right, like, whatever. Yeah. And she's like, all right. And then I think the same thing as you guys were saying, the placement. People. I've had this a lot where
we're like, oh, Lely.
Where, like, say it's like a lightsaber or a sword, and they're like, no, I want it standing up. No, I want it. But then when their hand is up like this, they're like, oh, it's because then people are like, what is that? Like, an anchor or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's why you should be very, but like, you these are things that you need to think about.
Yeah.
How more do you want it when you're like fixing stuff?
Yes.
Because they're like, it's because I do a lot of balloons, so my hands are always up or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. But then there's some people who they're like, no, I want the tattoos facing me. Like, it's for me. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, just so later on you won't be like, oh, they
you didn't tell me. Yeah. And I think that's you know, you've been around. Yeah. I mean, you've been here pretty much the whole time.
And my sister's not a tattoo artist, you guys, but she literally is the boss of me, my sister who tattoos. Yeah, like if she tells you something, I'm gonna be honest with you, if she tells you something, it's for a reason. Like, believe it. Believe it. Who's that?
If she tells you you're not getting tattooed, you're not getting tattooed.
Yeah. If she says, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Just, you know, she's seen more than what we've seen, because she's not only in the front, she's in the back, she's in the middle, on the left, right. She sees everything. Yeah. Everything. I'm telling you guys, like, my sister should be the fucking tattoo artist.
And she takes care of all the bookings too.
Yeah. Everything. Like, everything, you guys. Like, everything.
Say one more time.
Everything.
And that's said in Spanish with the R.
No,
I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm kidding.
Todo.
No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to see her roll her R. I was waiting for it. I'm like, come on, dude.
No, I need practice. We
will practice.
We will. Yeah. But Rigo, let's get back to our nightmares, because these are juicy ones. These are really good. Like, even Lely jumped in. She's like, I got a confession to make. This is my nightmare.
It's because it happens.
Yeah, it does. And this is important that you're talking about, because this happens to every artist, client, even people who, you know, their clients bring in, like friends, family and stuff. Like, they see it, they experience it with you. They're like, oh shit, I'm gonna learn from this. So start us off, Rigo. What was your nightmare that you're gonna speak?
Man, I already forgot it.
Oh, it was about the girl.
Oh no, so you're gonna hear like a lot of horrible stories, whether it's yours or it's not.
Yeah.
There was this girl that came in. I think you were with me that day too.
Yeah.
So there was this girl. She wanted to get roses on her butt cheek. I don't know if you remember her. There was this short girl. She's like, yeah, like I started getting it tattooed, but I never went back to the artist, so I wanted to get it done. I said, all right, yeah, let's go to the back room so that way I could see it. And I was like, okay, let me see if you could just, 'cause I think she had like a skirt on or something like that. I'm like, if you could just pull your skirt down, and then that way I could like look at the area that you're talking about, and I could see what you have, and then I could tell you whether I could finish it or I can't. And then I'll talk to the artist, just to like they'll make sure it's cool, And then it happened, dude. So she grabs this chair that's there, and I'm like, I'm observing. I'm not saying anything. I'm just observing, right? And so she grabs this chair and she pulls her skirt down and she gets doggy style on the chair. So she's like sitting on the the backrest, and she's doggy style. And I'm like,
I'm scared.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you didn't have to do all that, like you could have just, pulled the portion of where you wanted me to look at. And she's like, oh, really? I thought that's how you guys like tattooed it and saw it and stuff. I'm like, no. What? Like, where did you go that this happened? And she's like, no. Well, at the other studio, that's how the guy had me the whole time.
Wow.
From when I showed him where I wanted it, he told me, okay, come here. And so now I'm sitting there and I'm going like,
damn.
Question for you: was there guys at the shop? I'm just curious, like how many guys were at the shop? She goes, there was. Well, actually, now the whole shop was full of guys. And where did they have you? She goes, right at the entrance, like right when you walk in. And I'm like, and they had me like this. She goes, yeah, they had me like that the whole time. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like they exploited you.
Yeah.
For no reason. I'm like, so when you come here, don't do that. Like, you show the area that you want to get tattooed, and that's it. And I'm like, that's the nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
Like finding out later.
Yeah.
It's all bad. As a woman.
I know, Rigo. Like, this is why I admire Rigo, because he taught me a lot of things, like respecting and learning how to treat your people and stuff. Like, damn, dude. Like,
it's just respect for the for the women, for the art, for the industry. 'Cause it's like I think people forget, like, you're a beacon, you're a leader, so you have to show what the industry's about,
100%.
Because as it progresses, it gets a bad reputation,
Yes.
And so that's why we had to like stop it. I was like, dude, I can't believe that they did that to that girl.
Yeah.
But
damn, like that hit, because I tattooed quite a few women, and they tell me stories of that too, of like the way I treat them and stuff. They always tell me like, oh wow, I don't have to take off my whole entire shirt, or I don't have to. And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, or I give them like a cover.
Yeah.
Like kind of like this one, like a.
Yeah, just a cover, like a medical bib.
Exactly, medical bib. And then they're like, oh, I didn't have that in the other one. And I'm like, what? And then they start telling me their stories that there's no curtains, no private screening. It's open. And the majority of them are men.
Yeah.
And not to bash all of the men out there, but, some men out there, are unprofessional with that. Just like some girls, though.
They take advantage of
they take advantage.
Yes. Do you know? I was like, the moment she said that, I was like, I remember.
I said that because I'm like, we got to reverse the cards. Uno reverse, so because
it's not always men.
Yes.
But that girl.
Yes.
Oh, man. I don't think you were there, but this girl, I was tattooing, I think it was her arm. Right?
Yes.
So her arm was in an armrest, like, it was towards me.
Oh yeah, like this or something, huh? In your chest, near your chest.
And so she would like, and I was like, can you stop doing that?
Oh yeah, because it was like,
it was like somewhere here, and she would like tickle, so she'd like do this, and then like over here, and I'm like, hey, can you stop?
Yes.
And it got to a point where I was like, all right, I can't do this, dude. Like, I think I talked to you about it. I was like, hey, she's not touching me, like.
Yeah.
How do I address it? And she's like, oh, like, you're gonna call me and this. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna call you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and the whole time she was just like, you want this? I'm like, no, I don't want this, dude.
Yes.
Like, definitely do not want it. It's if the roles were reversed.
Exactly.
It would be all bad.
Like if a guy was, you know, touching our chest,
Groping
exactly,
somebody.
and like touching them on their shoulder. It just, and I've had that, you know,
Uncomfortable?
yeah, like, and I had to
You
tell
had
them
somebody touch you?
yeah, a couple times, and I had to like, yes, when you're young, you have to learn how to set boundaries, but nobody teaches you because they always say like the client's always right kind of thing. But no, I had to respectfully tell them like, can you stop holding me? You know, and I had to continue tattooing them, but I wish, looking back, I didn't. I would stop the session and be like, no. But because I didn't want the shop to have any reputation or anything like that, like I would always be like, just tell them, and if you keep doing it, then stop, you know?
Yeah.
But it gets awkward.
That shows poor management as the tattoo owner, whoever it was, because you didn't feel comfortable enough to go tell him and for him to be like,
True.
Get out of the seat.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
But I've also seen at shops where they check people, you know? It's things are getting out of hand, and it's like we had the guy that walked in and he was like drunk. He got upset because he couldn't get a tattoo.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the last studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, do you guys
God.
want me to handle it, or do you guys want to handle it? They're like, nah, dude, we'll all handle it. That's cool. I'm like, all right, cool, dude.
Yeah.
And we had to walk the dude outside, you know. But
oh my God, the one that broke the glass?
was it him?
I don't remember. I don't think I was there, but I did hear the story afterwards.
Yeah, because he came in and he's like, I want a tattoo. I was like, all right, bro, look, I'm booked. You could talk to the other artists, and you know, if they have appointments or if they're available, then they can tattoo you. And he's like, well, I want it now. I was like, well, I don't give a truck what you want, bro. Like tone your down.
Yeah.
And we'll talk. And then he went next door because I thought maybe it was one of their clients.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
That's what we always think.
Like, nah, dude, that's not our guy. I was like, oh, all right. So you guys want me to handle that, or they're like, nah, bro, we'll all handle it. Let's go. So then we ended up walking them downstairs. We didn't do nothing. Don't worry. We
signed the he signed the contract.
No, I think because like a lot of people don't know. There are still those shops that are affiliated. They're with the program, and things get handled different, you know.
Yes.
But then we also have tattoo studios now that are more artistic, and so they handle it more in a managerial way. Yeah. But
also too, like even then, like he'll come back when he's sober up, and he'll be like, I'm gonna sue you guys.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's when you work in America, I think that's the number one thing is be careful how you approach things, because it could come back and bite you in the behind, you know.
Yeah. So 100%. That's crazy though. Like it that's why we always try to be like, it's not one or the other. It just depends on the person that comes in, you know, dealing with them.
You want to hear their tattoo nightmare?
Yeah. Give it to me all.
Okay, there was this girl,
them.
Asian girl. She was beautiful, by the way. I'm not going to say she wasn't. She was really beautiful, right? And she started coming around the shop. This was at the shop that we worked at together.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Got it.
And so she started coming around. I think by that time you had already left. So this girl like took a liking to me, you know. She was like, same thing. She's like, oh, so like, you know, what are you doing today? I'm like, I'm going home. I got my kids
Stalkers
at home.
can be girls too, you know.
Yeah. So I was like, I gotta go home. My girl's at home. My kids are at home. Oh, that's fine. I was like, okay, you know, sounds good. And she would come all the time just to hang out, try to talk. I'm trying to tattoo. I'm like, hey, can you get out of my station? I'm tattooing right now. Like,
and it's because we had always great energy. We always had people just coming in and stopping to say hi.
Yeah.
Literally. It was normal for me and Rigo to always have people like, hey. So the couple times we're always like, hey, come in, you know? And we make them feel welcome and everything. But there's some people, like in this case, you know, they take it, that friendliness as in something more. And then they just start... It gets weird.
They think that like you want them, and it's like no. And I literally told her like I got kids, I got a girl, you know, at the time.
That's crazy.
And so I still have a girl now. Just correcting.
He
but at the time I was with
taken.
somebody else, so you know, and it was one of those things. And one day out of nowhere, she's like, "Hey, so you're gonna give me a ride home?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm not giving you a ride home." And she's like, "Yeah, I don't have a ride." I'm like, "That's not my problem." And so I'm like looking at her, and she's like, well, if you give me a ride home, you know, maybe we could work something out. I'm like, nah, dude, we're not working anything out. Like, that's not going to work like that. So I'm like, dang. I'm like, the last one, it's me and the owner. And the owner was getting ready to leave. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, bro, check it out. You got a minute to talk? He's like, yeah, what's going on? I go, look, this girl, I don't want to give her a ride home. First and foremost, like, it's not my homie, it's not my client, and she doesn't have a ride. And so she wants me to give her a ride. I'm not going to give her a ride, dude.
She
like,
wasn't your client?
She wasn't my client. She just
it's
come
just
around.
there's some people who like to come and hang out, and when they come in, they feel welcomed and like everything. And that's how me and Rigo always worked. Anybody who came in and we were like, hey, what's up? You know, and you know Rigo, like
homies,
he talks
you
to
know?
everybody like if he knows them. And that's something I've learned from him. And you know, this girl just took it the other way and just kept coming and coming and coming, not even trying to get tattooed, nothing, you know,
just,
and like
just trying to spit game. I was like, nah, bro, it ain't happening. I have a lady, like, I got my 3 kids, like, I'm cool.
Even that didn't scare her, right? Or
she
was like, no, I still want to.
She was with it.
There's some people who are down.
Shop, you hear all kinds of stuff.
Any kind of person, it's like the wild card from Uno, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
People don't care. People don't have boundaries, you know? It's like, oh, I have a lady. They're like, it's all right. I'm not worried about it. You know, we can work something out. And it's like, no, we can't work something out, dude. Like, it doesn't work that way. But anyway, so I talked to the dude and he's like, what do you mean she doesn't have a right? Like, you know, like what happened? And I'm like, dog, that's your homegirl. That's your client. Like one of you guys tattooed her. She started coming around. So he's like, damn, dude, I don't got time to drop her. I live in like, you know, so-and-so. And that's way out of like where I live. I'm like, well, me neither, dude. I got to get home. So like, I'm just going to close up and I'm going to roll. She could find a ride home. I don't know what to tell you. So he comes out all pissed off. He's like, how are you getting home? She's like, well, he's going to give me a ride. He's not going to give you a ride. Like, what did you think? That? And she's like, well, I'll work it out with him. He's like, no, dude, he ain't working it out with you. Like, he has a lady, first and foremost.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you know what? I'm going to give you a ride home, but this is the last time. Like, you can't come over to my shop and just hang out. And then expect people to give you rides because like that's not right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm out. Peace. Like I'm not even gonna say
try
bye
to
or
like
anything.
yeah.
I ended up leaving, dude.
Yeah.
But
Imagine he's like, so what were you gonna work out with him?
they're working out with me, you know. But
we're gonna work things out.
yeah. Hey,
that's crazy.
I'll tell you, in the industry,
yep.
you will walk into those. I'm almost sure that there's girls somewhere out there, but for sure the guy's like, oh, you want this sweet tattoo?
Yep.
We could talk about
we
it.
had a couple of tattoo artists that
dude.
were working with us that did that, you know, and
man,
it's just shocking, you know, because you're not in control of what other people do,
right?
And you're just like, hey, just get away from my station, you know, just don't fucking get near my station.
Well, it's like you hear the stories. Even like in high school, I was like, how did you guys get those tattoos like on your thighs? Oh, they tattooed me. They're underage.
For
and
free.
I'm like,
I got it for free.
Yeah.
And like,
they hooked me up.
Yeah.
But you hooked them up, dude. What happened?
Yep.
Nah, they're all bad.
It just, you know, it's a dirty world out there. We gotta clean it up.
That's why I keep it professional, you guys.
Yeah, you guys keep it professional. Like, Jesus Christ.
Guy or girl.
Yeah, guy and girl, 100%. That's intense. And I'm glad you said that because I know a lot of girls are like, oh, all men are pigs. I'm like, hold up. Women are pigs too, you know. It's both. It just depends on the person and their mindset and what they're trying to do, you know. Like, we can't put everybody in one box because we've experienced both, you know. So I've had some, you know, girls and stuff that are a little like too touchy and stuff, and like
Calmate.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't roll that way, you know, but I can't say that to them because I'm trying to keep professional. But I'm like, all right, let's cut it short.
So how do you address it?
So now
for a new artist, coming up.
I would definitely say, artist, you know? Okay, yeah. If it is a baby artist, like for guys and girls, like I would definitely just say like, hey, like I would say like, lame excuse, hey, your skin's getting a little reaction to this, or you know, whatever it is, something about the tattoo, or I'm getting a little tired, you know, like I've been tattooing all day, my arm's hurting, whatever it is. Just never blame them. Just say, hey, like your skin's this or your arm's this, whatever, and then just say like, I gotta cut it off, or family emergency. I forgot I had to go here, or you know, I just got a message right now, notification, like I have to cut this tattoo short, whatever it is, and then after wrap them up, never tattoo them.
Man, I would straight up. Oh man, I'm telling you, we got so many stories. Yeah, we have the story from the girl from the convention.
Oh my god!
See, we wouldn't even get to that one, but that one was stalkerish también.
That one was. That was something else. There's just so many because people, you just get all kinds of people. But that's just the way I would do it professionally now, you know? Like, if someone's making me feel uncomfortable, stop the tattoo process, make any excuse of their skin or your arm or whatever, and then let them leave out of your, you know, studio or shop and stuff. And then keep it moving. And then afterwards, you know, like, you could always either message them saying, hey, I felt uncomfortable. I'm no longer going to be tattooing you, yada, yada, yada. And then that's it. Yeah. If they try to be like, oh, it wasn't my intention, whatever, it's like, it's okay. Like, I just felt this way. And thank you for, you know, either choosing me, whatever. And then after, like, just block them, never get in contact with them, never book them again. You know, it's not worth the money. It's not worth
just block
your,
them.
Yeah, block them pretty much. But that's what I would do, is just let them know, like, I'm not going to be tattooing you anymore. So you could let them know communication is key, that you're not going to tattoo them anymore.
Yeah.
For A and B, C, D reasons, you know? And they can't force you. Yeah, respect yourself. So that's something I would do now that I wish when I was doing younger. I did learn and how to do that a couple times and stuff. And I just learned to block them afterwards, because then they'll just try to be like coming back in slowly and like they're like, oh, I have a girlfriend, or I have this, or I had I'm like, I don't care. You made me feel uncomfortable. You know, like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. We spend so much time together in tattoos too, you know, so it could get not intimate, but friendly, like, you know, bantering and stuff. But once you start crossing a line, that's when it's like, no more.
Yes,
yeah, don't do it for the money, please, or just because it's a cool piece. Like, no, don't make people feel you uncomfortable, men and women.
Learn how to say no.
Yes,
like actual no.
Yes. To end this nightmare on a really good note, you guys, I do have a question for you, Rigo. Dun dun dun, drum roll. Yes. What advice do you have for other tattoo artists who are juggling work and their kids?
Well, advice. You need to have balance. You need to have balance, whether, you know, it's work, relationship with your, you know, your partner, your kids. You always have to find the balance. Sometimes if you have to move a tattoo out of the way, you know, to spend time with your kids, move it out of the way. I find, you know, for me, I usually don't tattoo Sundays. Sundays is like my family day. So like if I have my kids, that's just what I'm doing. I'm with my kids and stuff. But I think people sometimes they burn out, you know. Yes. They tattoo and the money, you know, think about it, like you're making money. I did it as a hobby. But for the people that are, you know, doing it every single day, I mean, yeah, you're making a lot of money, but is the money going to be worth the memories and balance with your kids, you know? Yeah. Or in contrast with your kids, you know? I don't think so. I think you know, your kids should be number one. Yeah. But it gets difficult, you know, because sometimes you have to like find somebody to babysit them. Because it might be an appointment where that person comes in from out of town. Yeah. They fly in. I've had that situation where like, oh, I'm coming from New York. I'm only there like on, you know, such and such day. Can we do it? And it's like, oh, snap. Let me figure something out. But finding the right balance. Learn how to plan. Learn how to coordinate. Learn how to execute, you know. So yeah. I think a lot of people, they're good tattoo artists, but they don't do very well when it comes to coordinating. They don't do very well when it comes to planning, you know? Mm-hmm. And so it's just a matter of, you know, just balancing it out with everything. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And I do want to say, like, what you said, like, money's not worth, like, the memories that you'll lose and stuff with your loved ones and stuff. That's something I've learned, especially from you. Like, seeing you, like, you know, as much as I would like to do this tattoo, I want to spend time with my kids.
Yeah. And I mean, it all comes back. Trust me. I mean, you'll have plenty of tattoos to do, but certain memories, they won't come back. Yeah. You won't see your kid being 5 or 6 or, you know, 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. But you'll have that client next week calling you up like, hey, are you ready for another one? You know? But yeah, I mean, that would pretty much be the balance. And with your wife too, you know, your wife or your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, learn how to give them their time, their space, you know, because I think we do get so involved sometimes, you know, where like, you know, you know, I work for a job during the day and then I do tattooing sometimes, you know, it's here and there. You don't know how to separate it at times. Mm-hmm. And so you work at one job the full 8 hours and then you go tattoo for another 6 to 8 hours and that's already 16 hours. There's only 24 hours in a day. Yeah. And by the time you get home, it's like, I want to sleep. And your partner's like, oh, let's hang out. It's like, no, I'm tired. I'm done. Yeah. So
it
time.
affects everything. And I like that you said find your balance, you guys. Like everybody's balance is different, and I don't want you guys to think balance is perfection, because no, balance is imperfection, because literally it always changes. The scales and everything, some things weigh more than others. Sometimes you gotta rearrange the weights again, or sometimes
it changes based on needs.
Exactly.
Like what are your needs? If you're having a health issue, you're gonna have to switch it around.
Yes. You have to prioritize certain things in different times of your life, and it's always gonna be changing. So whatever you're balancing at that moment in your life, it might change in the next 5 days, 2 years, whatever it is. So it's always about change and evolving, and you'll always learn how to balance something new. And when you have to take something off of your plate because it's a little too heavy on one side, and prioritize. You have to learn what you're prioritizing. Am I saying that right?
Prioritizing.
Prioritizing.
Making it a priority.
Yeah.
Let's just
make it a priority. There you go. I'm going to say that.
Priority.
Make it a priority, you guys. Look at your priorities and see what you need to balance in your life. And remember, balance is not being perfect. No. It's always trying to figure out what works best for you at that moment. Yeah. But I love that.
And learn from mistakes.
Learn from mistakes.
Yeah.
Damn, Rigo. So thank you, Rigo.
Thank you, guys.
For sharing your nightmare with all of us chismosos and chismosas out there. But cheers with our cups. Our little coffee cups.
The nice one. The nice one.
For surviving all of our nightmares that we've gone through and that you've gone through. Because we are still surviving in here till this day. But cheers to us. Because we fucking did this. And see you guys in our next episode. Episode 21.
No. Season 2.
Season 2. And we're ending
21.
it really great with Rigo. And he literally is an amazing mentor, not just in tattooing, but outside of tattooing and life in general. And he's a big part of not only my life, but my whole family's life. And like, we respect him and love him so much. That is kidding.
The hands are
But yeah, like, he's someone to just be very admirable, especially his stories. And we're for sure going to have him back real soon on season 2, because he has so much experience. And what I admire about him is that he's gone through so much that he still has a big heart. And he didn't let anybody change him. And that is a beautiful thing and gift to have. But bye, guys.
Bye, you guys.